Hi, Deb Perpin here with another Tuesday tweak. Today we're going to the dark side, and I'm just warning you because I'm starting to see a lot of signs of small businesses in trouble. And I recognize those signs because I absolutely fall into this category with both companies I ran, and I understand the desperation. But my point here is to give you the warning signs and to remind you that you need to consider, are you throwing good money after bad, and what steps can you take? So it's a warning for everybody. So here we are, of course, abandoned ship. As you know, I live on a boat some part of the year, so this always makes me crack up. Okay, so here are the warning signs that things are in trouble. Your revenue's dropping considerably. And it's a question of why it's dropping. Okay, is it dropping because you're losing clients? Is it dropping because your clients are all buying less? So you really have to research what's going on. You're struggling to make payroll, which means cash flow has slowed down. A lot of times when cash flow slows down, your clients are paying you slower. So you really need to look at those receivable days. You therefore have trouble making your payroll. Well, you're making payroll, but you're stretching your invoices, you're stretching your vendors, which is assigned to them. You've maxed out your line of credit. Okay, you got in trouble and you started borrowing. You should never borrow for operating losses or to fill operating gaps, the gap between receiving your revenue and making your payments. That's what the line of credit is for. But if that gap gets longer and longer, you've maxed out your line of credit. There are other things that are going on. When you're considering borrowing more, I've started to see merchant loans and some fintech loans that are just really onerous. This is not always a good solution. And you've already cut expenses. You feel like you've cut to the bone. These are all warning signs that things are not going smoothly, and you need to think. So you need to ask yourself, what's the source of the problem? As I said earlier, is it external or internal? Are your clients a problem? Are you losing clients? Are they not buying as much? What's going on with them? You have to talk to them. What are they seeing? Is the market changing? A lot of times, recessions, inflation, this is a time for others to enter your market. So are you seeing a different type of competition? So you just really have to look at what's going on. Is it operational or execution? Are you not getting your products out or your services done in a timely fashion? Or is there a bottleneck in your business that's causing your clients to slow down or your clients to question your ability to complete your projects? Now, this is a big one. Can money solve the problem? That is a very important question, because if money can solve the problem, I really need you to understand where the break-even point is. Will more debt be the solution? Oftentimes it's not, because if you're not generating enough cash, you can't generate enough to pay more debt, and debt is expensive right now. Equity. Can you raise some equity? Can you find a partnership or a JV to work together on some project? This is when I had trouble on my ski area. We formed an alliance, a cooperative, that we worked together to come up with a product that would be more marketable, because we were not commanding our percentage of the market. Okay, so you really have to think outside the box. And if you're going to throw money at it, if you're going to put more money into your company, you absolutely have to create parameters. I'm going to put another 50,000 in. I'm going to keep my staff. I'm going to do the following. So how much and for how long? Make it finite. Give yourself rules. Agree to a timeline, a budget, model the cash flow to make sure you can get through that period, and then stick to the plan. And sometimes it's not pretty. Sometimes the best plan is to keep that money that you have in your investment account and just close the doors, or talk to your employees and say, hey, we're having a hard time. Who's ready to retire? Who's got a side gig? Can we postpone certain payments? It's not going to be pretty. All kinds of things are going on. The banks are definitely getting pressure. Credit cards are at a max. We've got more bankruptcies than we've had before. I really want you to pay attention to what's going on in your business and call me before it's too late. This is Deb Pervin. I hope this finds you going, I don't have any of those problems yet. Okay, if you do, it's not too late to solve them, to think through how to get through this period of time. Talk to you later. I'll see you next week.